Right Response Ministries exists to cultivate right love for God in people's hearts by providing right knowledge of God for people's minds. The evangelical church today is plagued by theological famine. Christians are completely ignorant of some of the most foundational biblical doctrines. People's hearts have effectively been divorced from their minds, but the heart cannot love what the mind does not know. In addition to the problem of theological ignorance, much of the evangelical church has been completely hamstrung by impotent pietism. Instead of recognizing Christ as having all authority in heaven and on earth, many Christians live their lives as though King Jesus is merely reigning in the 17th dimension in some ethereal realm. In other words, apart from all the false teachers and woke imposters, we have an epidemic of Christians who don't know what the Bible teaches, as well as countless other Christians who refuse to actually apply the whole counsel of God to the whole of human society. Sure, some biblically conservative Christians are still willing to apply the Bible in the home and in the church, but many of these Christians stop short of applying the Bible anywhere else. They pretend as though the areas of politics, medicine, arts, and economics are somehow neutral areas, void of any moral implications. So in light of all this, Right Response Ministries is devoted to one thing above all else: the sufficiency of Scripture. Scripture is not merely sufficient for illuminating the path to salvation. It is not merely sufficient for being a godly husband and father, being a godly wife and mother, biblical eldership, deaconship, church membership, and church planting. No, Scripture is sufficient even for politics, medicine, arts, media, entertainment, economics, vocation, everything. All of life and godliness. For precisely this reason, we've named our flagship show Theology Applied, along with the collective wisdom of renowned guests such as Douglas Wilson, James White, Jeff Durbin, Joe Boot, Michael Foster, and countless more. I have dedicated myself to carefully discipling Christians all around the world in the ways of applying biblical doctrine to all the areas that Big Epha says we're not allowed to. See, that's the vision. That's our mission. And we hope that you'll prayerfully consider coming along for the ride.